So the 2019 Golden Boy Award winner is set to be announced in the coming weeks. There are 20 nominees, so today we've decided to rank them in order from least to most likely to win it. Let's go. 20. Andrei Lunin. While the Real Madrid youngster is an exceptional goalkeeper, he's not going to win the Golden Boy Award. It's never been given to a goalkeeper, so one who's played a handful of games on loan in La Liga isn't going to be the first. It may end up a future number 1 at the Bernabeu, but he's still a long way away. 19. Dejan Jevelčić. Ice cool, that's the only way I can describe Dejan Jevelčić in front of goal. He's lethal, powerful but accurate, almost like Dimitar Berbatov in his prime. The Serbian forward swapped Red Star Belgrade for Frankfurt this summer, but spending most of 2019 in Serbia will probably hinder his chances of winning the award. 18. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Like we already said, a goalkeeper has never won the Golden Boy Award, and while Donnarumma has a better chance than Lunin, it's still not going to happen. And it's not like he's been as good as he was last year for AC Milan, and he didn't win it then either. 17. Lee Kang-in. The teenage South Korean is the next star to come from Asia, and Valencia have a real player on their hands. Lee's low centre of gravity and close control is almost Messi-esque, with players unable to get the ball off him. He was named the player of the tournament this summer's Under-20 World Cup, but I think that's the only honour he'll be winning this year. The Golden Boy Award might be a step too far. 16. Alphonso Davies. A player with obscene pace and power, Bayern Munich did well to snap up Alphonso Davies when they did from Vancouver Whitecaps, and he's already a main player for Canada despite still being a teenager. Munich have some excellent options out wide, which means things are hard for Davies, but he has some big players to learn from and improve. But unfortunately there are better players than him nominated for the Golden Boy Award. 15. Fairo Torres. A second Valencia player nominated for the award, Fairo Torres is part of what could be the next golden generation for Spanish football. The right winger has already played more than 50 La Liga games for Valencia, showing how good he is at such a tender age. He was the star of the Under-19 World Cup in Armenia, the shining light of Valencia's academy system right now. 14. Moise Kean. If Moise Kean had actually been half decent for Everton, he'd be much higher in this list. Sadly, his move from Juventus isn't going well, and he's yet to really make his mark in the Premier League. But he did score some crucial goals for Juventus earlier in the year, earmarked as the man who will lead the line for Italy for years to come. Will he come good in an Everton shirt? Hopefully, but it'll be too late for him to be named 2019's Golden Boy. 13. Rodrigo. It's hard to judge Rodrigo, as on the one hand he's been amazing since arriving at Real Madrid, but he's spent most of the year playing for Santos, and since this is a European award, I don't know if that can be taken into consideration. But the Brazilian is going to be a world-class player, although it might be a better shout for next year's Golden Boy Award. 12. Dany Maal. A player that Arsenal must really regret letting go, Dany Maal has spent the last 12 months scoring goal after goal in the Netherlands, hitting double figures for the second season in a row already at PSV. Whether it's through the middle or coming off the left, Maal is a real talent, which is why he's been linked with a move back to the Premier League. But like so many before him, he won't be the 2019 Golden Boy. 11. Matteo Guendouzi. From a player Arsenal let go to one they acquired last summer, Matteo Guendouzi is a bona fide Premier League star, despite previously playing in the second tier of French football. Okay, maybe star is pushing it, but he's already so accomplished despite his age. Guendouzi is one of the shining lights in a dismal Arsenal side, rightfully nominated to win this year's Golden Boy. He'd definitely have a better chance though if the Gunners had a more positive 2019. 10. Erling Haaland. The best thing to come out of Norway since Aha, they're a band, kids, your dad probably listens to them, Erling Haaland has been a force of nature in 2019. Born in Leeds because his dad used to play for them, Haaland averages more than a goal a game for Red Bull Salzburg, and he's also been a menace in the Champions League, scoring 7 times at the time of recording. He's destined for a big move, but the nature of the Austrian league hinders his shot at winning the Golden Boy. 9. Ansu Fati. At the start of the season, everyone was talking about Ansu Fati. Can we call him Fati? Is that even how you say it? What this 17-year-old lad was doing in a Barcelona shirt was sensational, stealing all the headlines, which is hard when you share a club with the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi. The way he runs with the ball is so unique, he can go past players with ease. He's a strong candidate for the Golden Boy, but probably not until next year, or even 2021, that's how young he is. 8. Mason Mount. The first of 3 Englishmen nominated for the award, Mason Mount is probably the least likely as he spent the first half of the year in the Championship with Derby County. But since getting his big break at Chelsea, Mount hasn't looked back. He's a classy player with an eye for goal, a bit like his manager Frank Lampard, and I don't think he's even scratched the surface of what he can really achieve. 7. Phil Foden. Our second English player in a row, Phil Foden just sits ahead of Mason Mount. He's had a much more successful year for Man City, despite spending a lot of his time on the fringes. But you can't say he didn't play his part in the quadruple at City last season, even if his Premier League minutes were few and far between. Minutes are the issue, which is why Foden isn't higher up this list. Maybe he'll truly come of age next season when David Silva departs. 6. Nicolo Zaniolo. Inter Milan, what were you thinking? They had Zaniolo on their books, then let him go as part of the deal to bring 9 goals into the San Siro. Since then the midfielder has proven everyone at Inter wrong, and earlier this year he became the youngest Italian to score a brace in the Champions League. He plays with such class and elegance and is an outside shot at being this year's golden boy. 5. Matthias de Ligt. One of the best young players in Europe today, Matthias de Ligt won last year's award, which is why he isn't higher than 5th. No one's ever won it twice, so has the Dutch defender really done enough in 2019 to be the first? Probably not, even if he did reach the Champions League semis and earn a mega money move to Juventus. To be honest, it actually frightens me how young he is. Look at the size of him, he would eat me for breakfast. 4. Vinicius Jr. This lad is a real contender for the Golden Boy award. He joined Madrid a year in advance, having to wait 12 months to actually arrive in Spain, but he's certainly impressed, and 2019 has been a strong year for the Brazilian. He makes things happen with his ingenious style of play, but often sees things that no one else does, playing with a ridiculous level of maturity for a teenager. I don't think he'll win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did either. 3. Kai Havertz. This guy's a dark horse. If you fancy a flutter, Kai Havertz might be the best place to put your money. He's an outsider, but surely has a great chance of actually winning it. The German midfielder's had a sensational 2019, which is why some of the biggest and best clubs in the world want to sign him. He scores a sublime amount of goals for a midfielder, the second youngest player to score 25 times in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen are lucky to have him, that's for sure. 2. Jadon Sancho. England's best chance of boasting a Golden Boy winner, a player from these shores hasn't won the award since Raheem Sterling did it in 2014. Nowadays Sancho stars alongside Sterling for England, and if things had gone differently he could be doing it at City too. But alas no, Sancho is a star at Borussia Dortmund instead, and star's the only way to really describe him. He's not just a typical wide player who's quick, he's got end product too, always looking to find a teammate and set him up to score. And more often than not, he does it with ease, and he's got a great chance of being the 2019 Golden Boy. And number 1, João Felix. The favourite to win the award this year, João Felix has had a blockbuster 2019, which included a £113 million move to Atletico Madrid, replacing talisman Antoine Griezmann. In years to come, Felix will prove he was the right man for the job, and the 20-year-old has all the natural ability to go right at the top of the game. At the start of the year for Benfica, Felix looked a class above, which is why Atletico had to pay so much money for him. And if he does win the award, he'll be hoping for a better future than the last Portuguese player to win it. For some reason I don't think we'll be seeing João Felix on loan at Swansea anytime soon. So that's all 20 Golden Boy nominees ranked from least to most likely to win it. Let us know who you think will win it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.